Hi everyone, and welcome back to Forging Lasers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the Glowforge interface. This video will be a massive comprehensive guide to utilizing the Glowforge interface for absolute beginners. I will have timestamps down below in the description of the videos so you can select any topic that you need brushing up on or to learn about. Also, if you are planning to buy a Glowforge laser cutter, please make sure to use my discount code that's also below in the description of this video. To start, you will need to go to app.glowforge.com. The first thing you will notice is your projects panel. Here you will find all of the projects you have created in the past. The options that you see running across the page are as follows. Your dashboard that houses all of your projects, the catalog which has all of the Glowforge's design files, and if you are a premium member, you will get access to most of these files for free. The shop, which is where you will buy all of the materials and spare parts for your Glowforge. The community, where you can share and read about other Glowforge user experiences. This is one of the best communities I've ever seen online, so take advantage of them. And your last option is the support page, where you can find help with just about any problem you might run into. Glowforge gives you 3 options to create a new project, and those options are found if you click the teal Create button right there. You have the option of New Blank Design. Use this option when you want to start a fresh new project and don't have any files already created. The Upload from File is an option that you will use if you have created an SVG or a PNG file. If you create something in Adobe Illustrator, make sure it's saved as an SVG file. That way your Glowforge interface can read that file properly and you're able to engrave or cut it if you want to. Your last option is Capture from Camera. Use this only when you have drawn an image on a piece of paper or cardboard. The Capture from Camera option is very fun to do if you have kids and they can draw stuff on pieces of paper and then just engrave or cut right in your Glowforge. It's a lot of fun. For the purposes of today's lesson, we're actually going to use the first option, which is New Blank Design option. Once you are inside of your new project, you'll find several options which will help you in your design process. Remember that some of these options are only available for premium members, so you have to take that into consideration. On the left side of the screen, you will see a button that says Unknown. If you click here, you can select the material that you will be engraving and cutting in. If you are utilizing the proof grade materials, which is materials that Glowforge has created for their laser machine, the engraving, cutting, and scoring will be done to perfection. However, if you're utilizing your own materials from other suppliers other than Glowforge, then you're gonna have to tweak these settings just a little bit. Underneath this button is a space for all your layers. Later in this video, I will show you all the options for your layers. Across the top, you will see an option to zoom in and out of your project. You can also press the Control negative or Control positive keys in your keyboard to access the same functions. The mouse icon that you see is to select anything you want in your project and move it around. The hand icon will help you pan the screen. If you have a keyboard that doesn't have a touchpad, you will definitely be utilizing this pan option to pan your screen and get a better view of what your project will look like. But if you do have a touchscreen or you have a keyboard that has a touchpad, use that instead because it's much easier to do. Next to the pan icon, you have the undo and redo arrows. Next to these arrows is a big teal plus sign. This is where you can either add your own artwork from a physical image or file, or you can search their endless vector catalog for any graphic you want. Their vector catalog for their graphics is only available to premium members, but I can attest as a personal testimony, I've used their catalog so much. It's endless. They have so many different graphics. It's hilariously incredible. The circle and square icon has a bunch of shapes you can make, and once you insert your shape, you have the option to play around with it as much as you want. Whether you insert your own image, grab an image from their vector catalog, or insert a shape, this right bar will appear in your screen with even more things you can do with the images. If you inserted a shape using the insert shape icon, the first option you will see is the edit shape option. Underneath that, you will see create outline option, one of my favorites because it creates a border around your graphic or shape. The next icon is the flip vertical option, and then it is the flip horizontal option if you want to do that to your graphics. Right underneath these flip options is a brand new feature that Glowforge has recently released, which is the puzzle maker option. This is one of the coolest features that Glowforge has released, especially if you have kids or if you want to sell puzzles to kids. It's a lot of fun to make. The last option is the stamp maker option, which lets you create custom stamps with ease. This option was also a new release, and it's a lot of fun to use. Those are all the options that you have access to if you insert an image or use an image from their catalog. Now let's take a look at the remainder of the options available for the project itself. Right next to the insert shape option is a T for insert text option. There are a bunch of fonts to choose from, so have fun picking any of these out. One of the things that I think Glowforge could improve upon is the text option, because currently they don't have the ability to do paragraph and a lot of sentences. It's only one long sentence, if that makes any sense. It's just a little bit frustrating if you have a paragraph to engrave and then you have to do line by line instead of just having all of the paragraph right in one box. And they also don't have the option to align to the right, the center, or left align. So that is something that I'm pretty sure the Glowforge engineers are currently working on making better. Next to the insert text option, you will see 3 dots that indicate extra features. Now I would like to focus on the layers tab, which is right underneath the choosing materials section. Even when I'm not using proof grade materials, I always select the proof grade settings and then go into the layers and make small adjustments, which I will show you what I do. The engrave tab gives you several engrave options. Each one will give you a slightly different look depending on the material that you put. And the time it takes for the Glowforge to engrave your material will also depend on the option that you choose. You can also select the manual option to manually modify your engrave settings. The cut option is straightforward. I found that most of the time the proof grade settings are pretty good for the non-proof grade materials that I use. But if you want to modify your cut settings, just click on the manual button and modify it to your liking. The score option gives your items a very similar look to the cut settings. However, it will not cut all the way through your materials. The ignore option is there just in case you want a specific layer to be ignored. What I normally do if I want the Glowforge to ignore a specific layer is I will take the layer and drag it outside of this project so that it's still there and I don't have to worry about having clicked ignore, because I often forget to click ignore. I just have to click it and drag it outside, and anything that is outside of this area, the blackened area, the Glowforge won't touch. I hope you all enjoyed this comprehensive beginner's guide to utilizing your Glowforge interface. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Glowforge content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.